Hey guys, it's Jen, and I'm here with a video today to talk to you about Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. So I know like everyone and their mom has basically reviewed this by now, but I just want to have a little talk with you guys about it because I just love this book so much. Because there are so many conflicting reviews out there, I thought people just might want another point of view. So of course, I loved this book. First of all, let's just admire this cover. I don't know who designed this cover. I'm sure I could find out somewheres, but this cover is amazing. I absolutely love it. I was so happy to finally get my hands on this, and I just wanted to pet it all day. But it's a gorgeous cover. Doesn't match any of my other books, but oh well. So I've been hearing a lot of people say that they didn't like this book. Like I read a review on some website that said that they didn't like the book because it was written as like in a play format. I mean, with acts, and they felt that it took away from the book because there wasn't as many details as we're used to with J.K. Rowling. Well, I don't know what they were expecting because everyone knew that it was a script. Most people knew that J.K. Rowling didn't actually write this. She collaborated with Jack Thorne to write it. He wrote it, and he just made sure that she approved of what he had written. So she did not write it, and I was okay with that. I knew that going in, and I still loved it. I was in drama in high school, so I have experience with reading scripts, and I had absolutely no problem envisioning everything in my head. Like, I had no problem having the play run in my head while I was reading that. No problems at all. Not everyone is okay with reading scripts. I do have my friend over at Books and Beyond, Crystal over at Books and Beyond. She doesn't like reading scripts. So she doesn't like reading plays. I haven't asked her what she thought of it yet. So maybe it did make her enjoy it, but I think what a lot of people's experience with reading plays is reading Shakespeare in high school. Because I can honestly say I did not really enjoy reading Shakespeare in high school, but I did enjoy reading plays in high school, at least the plays that I was in. So this book wasn't any different for me, and I did really enjoy reading it. Now to go on about what I absolutely loved about this book. So in this book, you get to see Harry's relationship with his son, Albus. And it's not the relationship you're expecting when you go in it. Albus is quite different from Harry himself when he was younger. And he and Harry clash. Like, Harry is having a hard time being Albus's father because he doesn't connect with him. Which is something that I can really understand because my daughter is only 5, but we are complete opposites. She is such an extrovert, and I am such an introvert that I have a hard time parenting her because I do not know, like, I don't know how to be an extrovert. I want to be home, I want to read, she wants to be out, she wants to be involved with everyone, she wants to play with everyone, and I'm just like, don't bring attention to me, and she brings attention to me. So I can understand that Harry and his son are different in a way, and he's struggling with that. But I can see how that is hard on Harry. Another thing I really loved about this book is the friendship between Albus and Scorpius. Harry had Ron and Hermione, but Albus goes to school and he doesn't have like the same Hogwarts experience as Harry did. And everyone knows his father and what he did, and that's a lot of pressure on someone. I would say that's a lot of pressure for someone to be like their father, and if you've read this, you know what I mean. Like, he's not really like Harry when Harry's in school in some ways, but then other ways he is. But I really enjoyed seeing that relationship between two people whose fathers hated each other in school, and how they could be such good friends and not let their father's prejudice keep them from being friends. So that was really nice. Really hard to talk about this without spoiling anything, but I'll just say there's time travel in this book, and I loved that because you would go back and you would see these important moments in Harry's life, and the effects that changing them would have on the world. So there was like one little change can make the difference between two people getting married, or one little change could make the difference in the wizarding world being one way, the way it is now, to how it possibly could have been. So it was amazing to see that. And then for the characters to realize, despite their good intentions, things are how they are for a reason. And I just loved that. I mean, I come out of this book again knowing that, because I mean, there are things in my past that I wish I could change, like things that I've done that I wish I could change and go back and change. But to know that if I change that, my entire life could be different. And I might not like that life as much as I like this one. So I love that there was a lesson involved. But just overall, the thing I loved the most was that it was so great to be back in the wizarding world. There were moments where I was reading and I would think of my first read through of Harry Potter, and I would just get tears thinking of characters who I missed in Harry Potter, and it was just so good. It makes me really sad that we won't ever have any more Harry Potter, but I feel like this was something that I was lucky to get. I was lucky. I was so lucky to get this book. Even if J.K. Rowling did not write it, she did approve, like she did help with it. She just didn't write it herself. He told her her ideas, and she agreed with him to write this. When I finished this book, I wanted to jump in and read it again, and I didn't. But I'm still thinking I might go back. I might read this again because it was just so good. I want to enjoy it again. This is probably this might be my favorite book of the year, maybe. It's going to be competing with Sarah J. Maas. I guarantee you it's going to be competing with Sarah J. Maas for my favorite book of the year. Unless I read something else before the end of the year that outdoes it. But this one is definitely one of my top 5. I can say that much. I'm not very good at reviewing. I don't want to spoil it because I feel like people should go in this knowing as little as possible. I didn't know anything about it when I went in. Just that it was about Albus. So I knew nothing going in, and I feel like that is the best way to go about it. If you've read it, let me know down below what you thought of it, whether or not you loved it, and if you want to talk in more detail, like send me a DM over Twitter and we can talk about it, because I don't want someone to come in my comments and get spoiled for this, because that would just be the worst. But definitely let me know down below what you thought of it. And I know I don't really do very many reviews. That's because I don't feel like I'm very good at it. But let me know down below what you thought of it, whether or not you liked it. No spoilers though. If you want to talk spoilers, send me a message on Twitter. My Twitter's down below. But if you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys later. Bye.